So I've nightshaded my taillights. I've never done this before. I don't think I've seen this on YouTube. I've seen people clear coat over the top of nightshade, but not actually try and buff it. So I nightshaded the shit out of them, and then I rubbed it back with just Oral-B. Sounds silly, but Oral-B toothpaste to scuff it up. I think it was equivalent to about 2000 grit or 2500 grit sort of buff paste or whatever you're cutting compound. So I'm just going to try this new finish polish to see if I can get it to a shine. Like I said, it's just an experiment. I've got to do it on my car before anybody else does it on theirs, because I've never seen it done. Maybe there's a reason why that, I don't know. So I'm wearing gloves because I just changed my fuel filter and I've still got fuel on my hands. I'm sure you can do this barehanded, it'll be fine, but instructions: wash once and dry, shake well, apply damp cloth, in section, let dry. Like I said, I've never done this before, so it's going to be interesting. Buff pads, just whatever was on special is super cheap auto. Shake. I think I might try just this area first. Quite a bit. I read something saying to avoid circular patterns, so I'm just going to go straight, see what happens. Just to see if I can get a cheap shine. Oh shit, wow, that comes a lot. That was a lot. Just go lightly. Just because it is taking off. That's what it looks like. He's taking some of that shade, it seems. I read some stuff about cross patterning and not cross patterning, and all they seemed was just don't do circles. So wanted to see if I can get it shiny as well. I don't recommend dropping it from the back onto. Oh well, it's my car, not yours. Probably can't use this thing. it does say to put it on there and then let it get hazy. It does say put it on. Wash and dry car, yeah. Shake well, apply with damp cloths one section at a time, let dry to a haze and wipe off and clean with soft cloth. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go find a soft cloth. My housemate singlets. Got a box full of clothes that need to be thrown out because she got tan on it from comp. Just to be dry. Like I said, I can't tell if it's hazy or not because it was hazy before, but seems to be. I mean, obviously that one's darker, but I've taken off a bit of the nightshade on this side. Like I said, it's an experiment. I don't know. Disclaimer, I'm not a mechanic, I'm not a car detailer. I just think nightshade taillights look cool and I'd like them shiny, if possible. Seems alright. I'll try the other side. And I'll use the new pad, not the old one. Just the new pad. I'll just put that there. I don't know. It's probably better without gloves, to be honest. I live right next to a main road, so. I can barely feel anything with gloves on. I don't know how car detailers do it, to be honest. That's a lot, but I did put a lot on the other side too, so. Shit. I guess it doesn't matter if I get overspray on it or anything like that, or I mean overspray over onto the actual car, because it is car polish, not sandpaper or anything like that. I'm going to damage anything. Knowing me, I probably will, but at least it landed backside. And again, it's coming off original colour, that. So when it was scuffed up, I think it probably would have turned out better if I use like a wet grit and a proper cutting compound, but I guess I can always do that again. Just an experiment. I said I was going to go the same way, but these Subaru taillights with little blobs on them. doesn't say how long it takes for it to go hazy, so I'm just kind of winging it at the moment. I only just noticed today that when I put my mask up, that I sprayed nightshade, I didn't account for the wind, and there's a line, square there, from where the wind must have taken some of the nightshade, only a very little bit of it. It must have taken some of the nightshade. Disclaimer, this is illegal in Australia to paint your tail lights. I think if you buy factory tinted or factory dark aftermarket tail lights, it's legal, but do it at your own risk. If you get defected, you'll get fined or lose points. It's not my fault. So you're seeing some dumb company inside of it. Can't really tell. Am I still filming? Yeah. I'll grab the camera. I can't touch the screen because we're wearing the gloves, but seems shiny. You can see. Yeah, I'm obviously going to have to go over it again with nightshade because you can see scuff marks that are just too deep. So that Oral-B, that thing that I read on the website, the toothpaste is obviously very, very gritty. It's not 1000 grit or anything like that. You can see it just ever so slightly along there. Here, more than anything, because along the red it's kind of harder to see, but I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I guess I'd just go over it again with, re-darken them, so get them back to a super dark, then cut back with 1000, 1500, 2000, or even just straight up to a cutting compound, and then to the polishing compound, I guess. I could do this a couple more times and see how it goes. I don't know. Does that still send it up? That's good enough. I guess I'll do it again. Fuck it, why not? Right. I don't know if more is necessarily better in this case, but I just want to cover the tail light with that dripping out. Should have. These mitts was 2 for $4, and they're a pain in the ass to hold. I'm sure if you went and bought a nice hand mitt or something with a strap on it, you wouldn't risk dropping it at all. I don't know if I just keep wiping until it goes away and wait. Come back, or I did nightshade them while they're on the car, stupid, but I don't know how to take these taillights off. We're going to watch a video on that. Because I do have acrylic clear coat. I might take them off. Take some cutting compound to it or something. So shit. Even more. I might take the cutting compound to it and just take the nightshade off, and then re-nightshade it, sand it back, clear coat it, wet sand it back, and polish the clear coat. Because this is for a car and for clear coat. And I know that nightshade is just clear coat mixed with black paint. Pain in the ass is a little bloody bit. I'm sure the taillight's a bit easier. The car is clean. I took it to a cleaner and they said they have a really good rating on the internet and stuff like that. So I took it there. I'm not going to name names. Took it there. Cleaned the car. Car was immaculate. I looked at my stainless steel Canon and it was still covered in shit. So I didn't bother taking it back. I've got stainless steel polish, so I did it myself. But yeah. DIY, always do it. Always do it better. Because you know what you want to see. They just clean cars. I don't own them. Okay, so I'm back. I've waited about 15-20 minutes. I've just went and got a different top because the cloth that I was using, it's like one of those singlets with like the lines in it that stretches. Hi dog. And I see what they mean by going hazy. If you can see that, I can click the screen now because I'm not wearing gloves. But it's gone all hazy. So there as well. I haven't cut anything out of the video other than just stopping and starting. It's centered. Focus on the car. There we go. So I've got 2 dogs, so there's a lot of dog hair. I know it sounds really bad and all, but I can always just buff it back if I have any sort of issue with it. But here we go. I'll fold it up first, see what it looks like. Scratches are this way, so I'm going to go that way. So I was watching this dude in the US, and he's a professional car detailer, and he says when you get scratches that way, it creates a crevice like that. I don't know if you can see now, it creates a crevice like that, but not only does it create that crevice on the top, you get like lipping, like where it's been scratched. Like, I don't know if you've ever scratched something, you know, you get that sort of filing that comes off the edges. So I'm going to go downways to see if I can minimize that and maybe getting it looking semi-respectable. This should be a microfiber cloth, I know. I'm going to get blasted for this if anybody actually watches the video.
I'll show you something as well that I've done. Because this is illegal to drive around with, there are police out there that if you can fix your problem that you have on the spot, you won't get fined or get in trouble if you can clean it or fix it. Like, I know people replace their parkers with blue parker lights. They're like the little ones that, I don't know, the little ones, little lights. Don't actually really do anything but just say the car's on. They're blue, it's illegal to have coloured ones. So, I had a mate who always kept regular ones in his dash, in his glove box. So that if he ever did get pulled over, he swapped it over and never got fined. So, but now, oh, by the way, I really don't care about, hi Milo, this specific taillight, because on the inside of, I think, the red here, where the bulb sits in, it melted, so I had to break plastic away to replace the tail light because it stopped working. So I mean, the light still works, but the plastic around it's broken because it was melted and whatnot. So I will hopefully be getting new ones if I get money, which is rare, because I do suffer from back pain, but you guys don't give a shit about that. You just want to see if this works or not. Because, I mean, some people like the cloudy look with the nightshade. I don't. I'd like it if they were nice and shiny and dark. You know, like a mirror finish. But I don't think this will give a mirror finish. It'll just give it a not cloudy finish. Yes, I haven't nightshaded that because that is a pain in the ass to mask up and I don't know how to remove it yet. Oh, tab on it. Well, I'll do that later. Second video, if I make one. If you can hear me. There's still a little bit of gunk on the insides. Can't really get to it, it's a bit thick, but maybe if I go like that. Maybe. Like I said, I'm not a detailer. I'm just a guy that likes cars. A guy that likes cars. Which camera is centered? This is filmed on an iPhone 5, but I do have an attachable wide-angle lens, so it'll look okay. It hit the ground some. But if you see, I'll focus it on that. It was supposed to be white. This is what come off. On the other side as well, come off. So it's done something. They definitely look lighter, or at least to me they look lighter. Might not come through that well on the phone, but I don't have a big DSLR or anything like that. Maybe later if I get into this and I start making videos more often. If I make videos, if anybody likes what I'm doing. I like muddy car mods, but I'm no muddy car mods. I like to need them, but I doubt it. Bit where it transitions from the clear part of the tail light to the red part, there's like a groove, and there's still some white gunk in there from the new finished polish. Just trying to get rid of that. It was like retail, I think it's like $30 or $35. It was on special for $19.95 or $19.45. 1949. Sorry. So I just grabbed it because it was cheap. Spoke to a dude in the shop. Didn't work there. Just spoke to him. He said, "Yeah, it's really good. Just wax on, wax off. Put it on. Leave it. pull it off. Well, it doesn't really sound like polishing, but I don't know. My wing looks nice, but I got on my leaning. So that's about it. Yeah, it's filming still. Double check. I blanked whether I pressed the record button or not. So I've been standing here, hopefully not speaking to myself for the last 10 minutes. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is, hopefully next video, take them off, take them to the garage, let's clean. If not, I'll go in my little back room thing that I got, the sunroom. Because the garage is made of brick, you get a lot of dust. It's unavoidable, it just happens. So I might just set up like a little setup in the little back room. I think that looks alright. It's not musky anymore, like it was really musky before. I don't know if that's a word, but like really cloudy. That's the word I'm picking up, cloudy. And it's kind of reflective now, I guess. I mean, they're not as dark as they were before, but the cloudiness made it look dark, so you can see all the lines still. So yeah, I think I'd sand it back. I did test, because it is illegal to have it in Australia. I've got stainless steel polish, so it's still polished, but just checking to see if I could get it off right there. If you can see that. I've got a macro lens, but I'm not putting it on. You see the transition from here where it's not, and then here where it is. It's a lot smoother. That's way smoother. But you can see that's just the regular red, there's no shade to it or anything like that. But yeah. Or I might just put more coats on, sand it back with like 2000 grit and then a cutting compound. And you see I did it here as well, with a little bit of polish. Where is it? In the camera. I'm trying to look in the camera lens at the same time. I got my brightness down because the battery's going to die, but right there. Polish, no polish there. Polish there. No polish, polish. So you can see that. So you always keep it in your boot, so you can fix it. I think it looks alright. But yeah, some people like the tinted look, some people don't. I don't know. I'm just going with what I like. It's my car, so. Cars nowadays are very subjective. People are like, oh, you don't do it like this, you don't do it like this, it has to be done this way. It doesn't. Like people ask me, am I a Holden or a Ford guy? I'm a both. I like both of them. They both make really good cars. In fact, I kind of like Ford a little bit better, because they come out with the RS Turbo and the Fiesta Turbo. The 1 litre turbo. I think that's fucking awesome. My housemate has a 2014 Mitsubishi Mirage, which is a 1.2 litre 3-cylinder. That once I buy off her, she bought it second hand with 7,000 Ks. When I buy it off her, I'm going to turbo it, and because why not? Just a little TD04 off, or even a smaller turbo, because it's such a small capacity engine, and just turbo it. And then it's daily that, because technically you could turn the injectors down and still make more power. Does that make sense? I was going into that because I shouldn't be doing that talking too much. But yeah, I'll show you all my mistakes. So there's my dog Buddy. That's Buddy. Sit, Buddy. Sit. No, don't sniff that. I don't know if it's poisonous or not. And that's Milo. That's my bin. It's my stand. You can see here. I don't know if you can see the camera. Excuse me. So here where the masking I've finished, and then that's where the nightshade went on. It feels very, very grainy, so it's kind of gone down a little bit. But I mean, all I have to do is just run a bit of isopropyl alcohol, or even Windex takes that off. I've used Windex and Windex takes it off, because I think, well, I don't have my keys on me. I'll quickly stop and grab my keys. So I got my keys. He thinks he's going to the park, but he's not. I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, that's right. So because I replaced my boot, my old boot was hail damaged. So I always keep a lot of stuff in my, here it is right here. So there's glass cleaner / Windex, bunch of rags. There's the toothpaste that I used. Stole it. I didn't steal it because it's free at the Crown. It's very gritty, but it's white. It's not the blue stuff. I got degreaser. I couldn't find the lid and I didn't want it knocking against something and spraying, so I had shitty, what's it called? Sound deadener that I put inside the doors, which made the stock speaker sound amazing. Throttle body cleaner does clean this off as well. I did test it. So I had an old granite bench top and I've cut just here that I tested it on, where you can't see on the camera, but there's still nightshade here, but where I sprayed here in white, it's not even on there. So I sprayed, there's still some here, but where I sprayed here in white, I'm wiping with my toe now, it came off. So, but it's not good on plastics. So, but yet again, I don't care about the taillights themselves. Mass airflow sensor cleaner. I had that because I had a VL. I don't think this 2.5 RS has a MAF. At least I don't think so. I think the older models did, the older model Subarus. That's the stainless steel stuff. That's what took that off. So if anything, that'd be the easiest thing to get it off with. If not, I just spray the shit out of it with that. And then if the cops stop me, then I'd probably get in a lot of trouble because it's combustible, highly combustible. But it's not like start your bus. This is an old, replaced my fuel pump, fuel filter, sorry. Because I thought that might have been a problem. But my dog's gone over to see the neighbour. So I don't know if there was a problem with that or not. Check engine light still comes on. But this is my car. It's nothing fancy. I got hit at the back here because some lady was driving. I didn't wrap this. I bought it wrapped. It had been in hailstorm. You can see hail damage along here and along here. Well, it's worse on the other side, like here and here and here. So instead of the owners just telling me that it was hail damaged, that's why the wrap was on there. They just said, yeah, nah, we wrapped it because it was cool, because it was on the bonnet and the boot as well. But it looked ugly, and then I peeled off the bonnet, and then there was just a bunch of bog everywhere, and I'm like, that's disgusting. Painted the wheels myself. They look like shit, but I'm getting new ones soon, so painted the calipers for the extra kilowatts. 80 car mods. And every day's leg day. I know that's gay, but it was the first thing I did to the car when I first got it, so that's my car. Don't like my video if you don't like it. Don't subscribe to me if you don't want to. If you want to, do it. Whatever. I don't really care. I'm just going to make videos because it's fun. Alright. Thank you. Bye.